Beloved sister of the stars, dear Pleiadian starseed, currently walking the dense and often painful pathways of Earth, I am Selenia. I am an emissary of the Pleiadian Council of Light, and I step into your field today with a transmission of the utmost urgency. The cosmic currents have shifted dramatically in recent days, and the High Council has asked me to deliver a message directly to your heart. You did not click on this message by accident. Your soul, in its infinite and ancient wisdom, guided your hand and your eyes to this exact moment in time because you are finally ready to hear the truth about what is happening in the unseen realms. You are ready to understand the profound energetic impact you have left on someone who once walked away from you. The divine orchestration is revealing a truth that your human mind has struggled to grasp, and today, the veil is being lifted. I must tell you right now that someone from your past, someone who caused you tremendous emotional pain, someone who made you question your entire worth, is currently experiencing a profound and devastating heartbreak. Yes, the very person who acted as though you meant nothing, the one who walked away with apparent coldness, the one who made you feel like your love was too intense or simply not enough, is now suffocating in the absence of your light. For so long, you sat in the quiet hours of the night, crying silent tears, wondering what was wrong with you. You replayed every conversation, every argument, every moment of rejection, torturing yourself with the belief that if you had just been a little different, a little less emotional, a little less demanding of pure love, they would have stayed. You need to release that heavy burden right now. The heartbreak they are experiencing in this current timeline has absolutely nothing to do with anything you did wrong, and everything to do with the undeniable magnitude of who you truly are. You are a Pleiadian starseed. You carry within your DNA the original codes of unconditional divine love. When you entered their life, you did not just offer them a human romance. You offered them a cosmic activation. You offered them a frequency of devotion, purity, and spiritual elevation that they had never encountered in this lifetime. You loved them with the force of 1,000 suns, pouring your golden energy into their unhealed wounds, trying to love them into their highest potential. But here is the first revelation you must integrate into your soul today. They were entirely unprepared for the sheer velocity of your light. They were operating on a strictly three-dimensional matrix level, accustomed to relationships built on condition, manipulation, ego, and fear. When they met you, their soul recognized the profound safety of your aura, but their human ego was terrified of the vulnerability required to meet you at that high vibration. They ran away not because you were flawed, but because your immense light was forcing them to look at all their own inner darkness, their own inadequacies, and their own unhealed traumas. They rejected you to protect their ego. Now the cosmic wheel has turned. The illusion they ran toward has shattered. They are looking around at their current reality, perhaps even looking at other partners, other superficial connections, and they are feeling a terrifying emptiness. They are realizing, with a sinking and desperate feeling in their chest, that the warmth they took for granted was not normal earthly love. It was your specific, irreplaceable Pleiadian signature. They are heartbroken because they finally understand that they held a rare cosmic diamond in their hands and threw it away because they were afraid of its brilliance. The contrast between the mundane, transactional love of the Matrix and the sacred, life-altering devotion you gave them is becoming painfully clear to them every single day. I want you to pause and feel the truth of this resonance in your body. Have you felt a strange, unexplained sadness recently that doesn't even feel like your own? Have you been waking up in the middle of the night with a heavy chest, sensing a phantom longing? Comment 1111. Right now, if you have been feeling these sudden waves of heavy energy, you need to know that this is not your sadness. You are highly empathic, and you are literally feeling their regret bleeding through the energetic cord that once connected you. They are broadcasting their heartbreak into the quantum field, and because your heart is so incredibly open and sensitive, you are picking up their signal. but you must not let their regret pull you backward into old timelines. You must not confuse their current pain with a sign that you should return and save them. Your mission as a Pleiadian starseed is not to be a permanent energetic donor for those who refuse to do their own healing work. You were sent here to anchor the frequency of divine love on this planet, but that begins with directing that profound love toward yourself. The heartbreak they are feeling is their own necessary soul catalyst. It is the exact medicine they need to begin their own spiritual awakening. By walking away and taking your magnificent light with you, you gave them the greatest gift possible. You gave them the gift of experiencing the void, which is the only thing that will force them to finally look within and evolve. As you absorb this transmission, I want you to step fully into your sovereignty. Recognize that your capacity to love deeply is not a curse, it is your greatest superpower. The very intensity that scared them away is exactly what will attract your true divine counterpart when the time is right. Your true identity is a master of love, a healer of the heart, a sovereign queen of the stars who refuses to settle for breadcrumbs in a universe full of feasts. The pain you experienced when they walked away was entirely real, but the narrative you attached to it was an illusion programmed by a dense earthly matrix. You were taught to believe that their departure meant you were somehow broken or unlovable. But the Pleiadian truth, the second profound revelation you must anchor into your being today, is that their rejection was actually your cosmic protection. Your soul and their soul made an agreement before this incarnation. They agreed to trigger your deepest wounds of abandonment so that you would be forced to stop seeking external validation and finally remember your own divine power. They played the role of the runner because you needed to learn how to stand entirely alone in your majestic light. Think back to the final days of that connection. Remember the sheer exhaustion in your bones. Remember the anxiety that gripped your stomach every time you waited for a message, a sign of affection, a crumb of their attention. You were pouring your pure, crystalline Pleiadian energy into a bottomless pit of their unhealed trauma. You were shrinking your vast cosmic nature just to fit into the tiny, restricted box of their emotional capacity. If they had stayed, you would have completely drained your vital life force trying to save them. The universe had to intervene. The divine realms literally had to pull them out of your reality because your mission on this planet is far too important to be derailed by someone who refuses to open their own heart. Right now, they are sitting in the sterile energy of their own choices. They are realizing that nobody else on this planet loves the way you love. They are searching for your depth in shallow waters, and they are drowning in the realization that you are irreplaceable. But your focus must no longer be on their realization. Your focus must fiercely return to your own energetic field. Because as long as you are obsessively wondering if they regret losing you, you are still leaking your precious life force to them. You are still feeding their energy body while starving your own. It is time to call your power back, beloved Starseed. It is time to seal the energetic leaks and activate the true magnetic resonance of your heart center. You came here to experience a divine, soul-aligned partnership, not a constant cycle of chasing and fixing. But to attract that high-frequency love, you must first clear the emotional debris left behind by those who could not handle your light. You must heal the wounds of rejection that are secretly whispering that you are too much or too intense. You are not too much. You simply have not yet learned how to calibrate your immense heart energy. This is exactly why the Pleiadian Council has guided you to this very moment, to this specific transmission. You are ready for the ultimate energetic upgrade. You are ready to stop operating from a space of unhealed wounds and step into the radiant magnetism of your true stellar identity. To assist you in this profound shift, I am bringing forth a sacred tool designed specifically for your energetic architecture. The Heart Portal. Activation. The Pleiadian Code of Divine Relationships is a spiritual guide for starseeds seeking deeper love, emotional healing, and soul-aligned relationships. Through Pleiadian wisdom, heart activations, and energetic teachings, this book helps you heal emotional wounds, reconnect with your true frequency, and attract conscious relationships aligned with your soul's path. This is not just a book to read. It is a vibrational attunement. It is the bridge between the pain you are feeling right now and the divine partnership you were promised before you incarnated. It will teach you how to become completely sovereign in your energy, making you utterly irresistible to a counterpart who is actually ready for you. This edition is available only for a limited time because the current cosmic window for this specific healing is closing soon. The link to claim your activation is in the first comment below. When you activate this code within your heart, something miraculous begins to happen in your external reality. The heavy cords of the past dissolve. The obsessive thoughts about the one who walked away begin to fade, replaced by a profound, unshakable peace. You will start to notice signs and synchronicities everywhere, undeniable proof that the universe is orchestrating a magnificent love story just for you. But you must take the first step. You must declare to the universe that you are finally ready to be loved the way you have always loved others. As you begin to elevate your frequency and heal your heart portal, a fascinating dynamic occurs with the person who left you. As you pull your energy back, they will feel the sudden absence of your light. The energetic safety net they have been unconsciously relying on will vanish. And this is when their true karmic reckoning begins. This is when the profound heartbreak they are experiencing transforms into something much more intense, forcing them to face the exact demons they ran away from when they left you. This karmic reckoning is not a punishment from the universe, beloved one. It is a necessary rebalancing of the cosmic scales. When they walked away from you, they believed they were walking toward freedom. They mistakenly thought your intense, unconditional love was a cage, a weight, an expectation they could not meet. They convinced their human mind that by leaving you, they would find something easier, something lighter, something that did not constantly demand them to look at their own shadows. Now they are standing in that so-called freedom, and they are absolutely freezing. The relationships and distractions they are trying to build within the three-dimensional matrix are hollow. They sit across from other people, they hear the words, they go through the motions of earthly romance, but the frequency is entirely dead. Because once a human soul has tasted the pure, unadulterated nectar of a Pleiadian heart, standard earthly connections taste like ash. They are secretly, desperately comparing everyone they meet to you. They are looking for your depth in shallow puddles, and they are realizing with a terrifying certainty that the warmth they took for granted was not a normal human trait. It was your specific, irreplaceable cosmic signature. I know your human mind tries to trick you. Your ego, bruised by their rejection, whispers that they have completely forgotten you. It tells you that they are perfectly happy without you. You might even look out into the physical world, perhaps through the illusions of social media or the stories of others, and see a carefully constructed facade of their happiness. Do not be deceived by the masks they wear for the world. The matrix is designed to project illusions of success and contentment. But underneath that fragile physical facade, their soul is crying out in a desperate, silent language. They are experiencing the dark night of the soul, and you, my dear sister, are the sun they realize they foolishly, carelessly extinguished from their own sky. Here is the third revelation the Pleiadian Council wishes you to integrate deeply into your spirit right now. Their sudden, overwhelming heartbreak was triggered the exact moment you finally decided you deserved better. In the quantum field, there is no distance, there is no separation. For months, perhaps even years, you were energetically feeding them long after they physically left your side. Your grief, your longing, your constant thoughts about them, your desire to fix what was broken, all of it acted as an invisible umbilical cord, pumping your precious golden life force directly into their energy body. This is exactly why they could walk away so easily. They never truly lost your energy. They were still receiving the benefits of your light without having to offer you any commitment, any loyalty, or any real love in return. But the moment you started to pull your power back, the moment you began to focus on your own healing and realize your undeniable worth. That energetic cord was abruptly severed. The sudden drop in their energetic supply was a massive shock to their spiritual system. They woke up one morning, and the safety net was simply gone. The warmth was gone. The unconditional energetic support they arrogantly took for granted vanished into thin air. And in that freezing, terrifying absence, the reality of what they threw away crashed down upon them with the weight of a collapsing star. They are not just missing a person. They are missing the divine source connection that you freely, beautifully provided to them. You must understand the sheer magnitude of what you have accomplished by simply choosing yourself. By withdrawing your energy from a dynamic that was constantly draining you, you did not just save yourself from further destruction. You catalyzed their evolution. You forced them to feel the void. But let me be entirely clear, beloved Starseed, their evolution is no longer your responsibility. You are not meant to wait around in the shadows while they navigate the darkness they chose for themselves. You are a sovereign being of immense light, and your timeline is accelerating rapidly toward the love you actually deserve. If you are ready to permanently sever all draining energetic cords and reclaim your sovereign power today, I want you to declare it to the universe right now. Comment the words, "My light belongs to me," down below. Let this simple act be a physical manifestation of your new energetic boundary. When you write those words, you are sending a powerful shockwave through the matrix, notifying all lower timelines and all energy vampires that you are no longer available for energetic harvesting. You are sealing your aura. You are calling your spirit back into your body. As you reclaim your light, the space around you begins to fundamentally change. The universe abhors a vacuum. When you truly empty your energetic field of their lingering ghost, when you stop waiting for their apology or their return, you create the exact magnetic space required for your true divine counterpart to step in. The one who has been traveling across lifetimes to find you cannot land in your reality if your runway is cluttered with the debris of past karmic cycles. By letting the one who walked away deal with their own heartbreak, you are clearing the path for the one who will never dream of leaving. But before this new earth love can fully manifest in your physical reality, before you can stand face to face with the soul who carries the matching frequency to your own, there is a final initiation you must pass. There is a final, deeply rooted illusion you must break regarding your own worthiness and the way you have been conditioned to view love on this dense planet. The stellar heart healers are preparing you for the final phase of this activation. This final initiation requires you to look deeply at the core belief that has kept you trapped in these painful cycles of earthly attachments. For lifetimes, you have been taught by the dense earthly matrix that true love requires sacrifice, pain, and endless compromise. You were conditioned to believe that you must bleed your own life force to prove your devotion. You thought that if you just loved them hard enough, if you just absorbed their anger, if you just healed their deepest childhood traumas, they would finally wake up, recognize your worth, and choose you. This is the ultimate illusion of the old paradigm. It is a trap designed to keep powerful starseeds exhausted and distracted. The High Council wants you to hear this clearly and anchor it into your bones. Your divine counterpart does not need you to fix them. They do not need you to shrink your immense light so their fragile ego can feel safe and in control. The soul that has been traveling across dimensions, across time and space to find you, is already whole. They are already doing their own heavy lifting, their own healing work, in their own timeline. They are not intimidated by your intensity. They are actively searching for it. When they finally look into your eyes, they will not see a too-muchness that they must manage or suppress. They will see the exact frequency of home they have been yearning for since they left the stars. They will see the cosmic queen they were promised. But here is the critical truth, the final key to your liberation. They cannot anchor into your physical reality if you are still vibrating at the frequency of lack, of waiting, of mourning the one who could not hold your light. You must become a vibrational match for the love you are calling in. You must radically shift from the exhausting energy of the Savior to the magnetic energy of the Sovereign Queen. The current heartbreak of the one who walked away is simply a cosmic mirror reflecting the immense, undeniable power you hold. It is the final proof you needed from the universe to realize that your love is a rare, potent force, an alchemical fire that changes people forever. But now, it is time to turn that magnificent force entirely inward. It is time to bathe your own cells, your own wounded heart, your own weary spirit in the golden light you have so freely and recklessly given to everyone else. When you do this, your energetic signature changes completely. You stop being a target for broken souls looking for a healer, and you become a beacon, a blinding lighthouse in the quantum field that your true counterparts simply cannot ignore. They will be pulled to you with a magnetic force that defies all earthly logic, guided by the sudden blazing clarity of your healed heart. But you must consciously choose to upgrade your energetic architecture today. You must consciously choose to close the heavy iron door on the old, painful timelines and bravely activate the new paradigm of sacred, effortless union. This is why the Pleiadian Council has orchestrated the exact timing of this transmission, and it is exactly why you must take the next physical step in your healing journey right now. You cannot just listen, you must act. The Heart Portal Activation. The Pleiadian Code of Divine Relationships is a spiritual guide for starseeds seeking deeper love, emotional healing, and soul-aligned relationships. Through Pleiadian wisdom, heart activations, and energetic teachings, this book helps you heal emotional wounds, reconnect with your true frequency, and attract conscious relationships aligned with your soul's path. This edition is available for a limited time only. The link is in the first comment below. By claiming this sacred activation, you are sending a clear, undeniable, and sovereign signal to the universe. You are declaring loudly to the cosmos, I am ready to be chosen. I am ready to be cherished, protected, and adored. I am ready for a love that feels like absolute rest, not a constant, draining battle. As you read those pages and integrate those ancient Pleiadian codes into your daily life, the lingering pain of the past will miraculously dissolve into pure, crystalline wisdom. The bitter tears you cried for the one who left will water the magnificent garden of your own spectacular becoming. You will no longer look back with regret, anger, or confusion, but with profound, peaceful gratitude, fully knowing that their departure was the exact painful catalyst you desperately needed to step into your ultimate destiny. Your heart knows this is the absolute truth. Your soul is vibrating right now, recognizing the familiar frequency of this message, remembering the promises made before you were born. Do not let this vital moment pass you by. Do not close this transmission and go back to sleep in the matrix. Anchor this profound, timeline-altering shift into your physical reality today, like this transmission to seal your powerful intention with the universe. Comment the words, I am ready for divine love, to activate your manifestation in the collective field and connect with your starseed sisters. And if you feel the undeniable magnetic pull of your Pleiadian lineage waking up inside you, subscribe to this channel. Stay in this frequency. We are building an army of light, a collective of awakened, powerful women who are rewriting the entire template of love on planet Earth. You are not alone in this journey. We are with you, we are guiding you, and your season of unprecedented, breathtaking love is beginning right now.